Hi, this is Star Shadow with the League of Geeks,
This is Davida Sapphire.
and today we are here to we'll just say discuss Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. We really can't call it a review because we've been struggling with this for a few days, but there's kind of a way for us to review it without just going off into a giant spoilery-filled rant. So this will be kind of review, but part review, part discussion. So we'll talk about that for now. First off, Ben Affleck's Batman.
I think he did really, really well. He was kind of the saving grace of the movie, like my brother and I were talking about and discussing.
Yeah.
Even though they probably should have called it Superman versus or Batman versus Superman, they should just call it Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that this. Sorry, not to change subjects, Clay. He was great as Batman. He pulled it off nicely. But I get it's not. This is not a Superman movie. This is not a Man of Steel sequel. But it felt more like a Batman movie with Superman in it. Then, we'll talk more about the end later. But that's how it was for me. Point number two, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Now, I think, again, more toward the end, she was also one of the film's saving graces.
Yeah. Even though,
but in the beginning, she was useless.
Yes, she was, and they just you would have never guessed. I mean, you kind of figured that she was Wonder Woman.
You only felt it was the traitors. I mean, it wasn't for the traitors, you probably wouldn't have known.
No, but they took something away from her.
I mean, yeah, I get that they want to save her origin for her movie,
but it's kind of
and everything.
I don't know,
but
it's kind of dumb because he just keeps. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he just keeps running into her. And,
we just put it this way: she kind of reminds me more of Selina Kyle from The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
The way she kept, in the parties, kind of annoying Bruce Wayne. That's kind of how Wonder Woman felt in this.
I thought it was gonna be one of his next ladies that he got with. And then I come to find out she's Wonder Woman. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed.
So, again, I will admit I had my doubts about her as Wonder Woman. The final battle, seeing her finally all suited up, I have to say,
she was
got
great.
rid of my doubts.
She was great after she stood up and everything. I just don't like how they introduced her.
Yeah, but
it could have been way better, and they could have done it a different way. Just the way they did it.
But all doubts about her, sucking as Wonder Woman, are gone. I actually, not that I really judged it to begin with, but any kind of judgment in the back of my mind, had been alleviated with finally seeing it.
When I saw the trailer, I knew she was going to be a great Wonder Woman. But when I started seeing how they introduced her, I didn't realize that was the same lady from the trailer. And then when I found out that it was the same lady and it was the same actress, I was like, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, which again, she could have been again. She was kind of made useless in the front.
Figure it out yourself when you see it.
Which leads us to Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. That was my biggest dislike with the film. I mean,
they should have picked somebody else.
I know he's like this, borderline.
Not that I'm saying he's a horrible actor. He just didn't fit the profile.
He played it wrong.
He would have been a better Joker.
Yeah, exactly. When you're watching him, you're like, am I watching the Joker?
Yeah.
Especially, I mean.
No. I didn't even think he was Lex Luthor. I just think they took the Joker and named him Lex Luthor because that was what it was. He was the Joker. He was not Lex Luthor.
He's, like in the comics I read, old comics, ones that, I kind of stopped reading recently, but, Lex Luthor was always played off as this brilliant, criminal, evil genius. In the movie, he's played off like some insane
baby.
ADHD suffering autistic kid who belongs in a nut house. I'm not trying to be offensive to autistic kids. I myself am on the spectrum. But,
they made him look like
Lex Luthor.
They made him look like a tantruming baby who just wanted to see people destroy each other.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, I want to see them fight. Let them fight. It'll be cool. That's like the only motivation between the whole fight between Batman and Superman. He has nothing to gain from it, and most of Lex Luthor's plans, he always gains from it. This is just like some little kid who said, let's do that. Play with action figures. Like, why not have the fight? then
Yeah.
bam, they're gonna fight.
Or like it reminded you of a kid with two dinosaurs.
Exactly, like they're supposed to be like two friendly. Let them fight. So that's the whole point
Even
behind
though
it.
what's his name was a really good Batman. He kind of took the bitterness way too far.
Oh yeah, again with the whole using that for the fight. And not to spoil too much here, but that kind of went a bit far. There was a few times when you're like, what the WTF soups? Because
And then there was a lot of stuff they could have cut out from this movie that
yes,
if you didn't know was in there, you would have missed, and it wouldn't have been a problem.
yeah, like one for instance, I'm sure you've all seen the trailers where you see the quick shot of Bruce Wayne's parents in the alley. That could have been cut out. I mean, it's not a very significant part of the film, but that still could have been cut out because again, we don't, even if it's again, I don't want to spoil, but we don't need to see that again. We've seen that origin so many times. We don't need to see that again, especially knowing the fact that in this movie, Bruce Wayne has been in Gotham for 20 years as Batman. We don't need to see that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I was mixed on it. There was moments in the film that were so boring. I just wanted to take my cell phone out and start playing on it. I got desperate because I was like, "Oh God, this is so boring," and I was like trying to find something else to go to not die.
Yeah,
But that I've never been that bored in some of the
during
scenes in a
superhero
movie.
movie,
I've
yeah.
never that has never happened to me in a movie. I've always come out liking it somehow, which I do like it still. I came out
Yeah,
liking
so
it somehow.
we're gonna go see
But
it again.
I always come out with like, yes, I can't wait to go see that again. This one I'm like, I can't wait to go see it again, but I'm gonna really have issues with those times when I want to pull my phone out because I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, and but again,
gonna be
leading,
like, ooh, that light's more interesting.
back to what you said in the beginning toward the end. That's when it picks up. Yes, I mean anybody who's watched the trailers knows Doomsday has been in the Doomsday was going to be in this for months. But back to how it's in the beginning, it feels more like a Batman movie with Superman in it.
Yeah.
But then toward the end, it kind of like, oh wait, Superman's supposed to be in this. Let's throw Doomsday in really
Yeah.
quick.
And
Now I get you. Sorry, man. I get you can't make Batman and Dawn of Justice and Superman Doomsday as two different movies. That'd probably be more draggy and boring than this one was. But a bit of balance would have been nice.
Yeah.
It was like grumpy old Bruce Wayne hating on
Yeah,
soups.
that made me mad because
some
he just
soup
looked like
sprinkled in.
a jealous old man who's jealous of somebody because he's getting old and they're not.
Exactly. I mean, and
But he did play it well. So I don't really think that was
it's no fault to Ben Affleck's acting at all.
no,
It's more
because
the way
he
it's
was
written,
great.
it's
The way
written.
it was written, it was just
You
they
know,
made him like he was just a jealous ass
grumpy
weirdo,
old man.
grumpy old man who's jealous of this younger guy. Even though Superman is not really younger, but he's not really going to.
Yeah. And then
They made him look like he was jealous of him because of his powers and the fact that he's not gonna look old and that he's looking old.
I mean,
So
even the one,
they should have made it like that.
there's one sequence in the film that you could say, oh, this justifies this. It has to do with Bruce Wayne and Metropolis during the fight. But even still, I don't see how that could justify all that.
Yeah.
I mean, and again,
And a lot of the things Lex Luthor was doing, which I don't want to spoil it, a lot of the things, like,
yeah, all I could
no,
think of
that's
is,
not what to say, was what the Joker would do.
yeah, there's and again, the trailers you see, Bruce Wayne pull the paper says you let your family die.
Yeah.
That when the reveal of that is totally uncharacteristic,
No,
and again, that's
I
what made me
know.
mad.
It's not
Not to
Lex
spoil
Luthor.
anything about
That's,
that.
That's a Joker.
You just spoiled that. So spoiler alert, people, too late. So again, back to what I said in the writing, it's like, oh wait, let's throw Superman Doomsday. I know you can't do that too, but still, I thought that could have been done a bit better. I mean, come on, there's no point to all of a sudden throw Doomsday into the mix when Superman and Batman are fighting.
Yeah.
So then that could have
It's
been done
hard
better.
not to speak of this movie. We would try not to put spoilers because
You just
there's
want to
so
rant
many
about
things
it.
I want to point out, like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, where you're like, no, this is not at all. This is just Batman it's a Batman movie
With
with
some Superman sprinkled
Joker, with Superman sprinkled in, and they call Joker Lex Luthor just to make everybody feel better that that's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, there was really no point to Lex Luthor in this film at all. That's how pointless his contribution to this film is.
And
That's how motiveless he is in getting the fight and creating Doomsday.
And the actor's like nowhere near what you would. I mean, he did great if he was Joker. That's the one thing I can't stop thinking about.
It's kind of like,
But he wasn't great for Lex Luthor.
You know, it's kind of like at this point in time.
Maybe he could have. He could have
Yes.
pulled it off if he wouldn't have acted. Maybe I don't know if that was a writing, or if he decided to take it that way. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and then again, maybe if
So hard to talk
hang
about
on.
this movie.
Yeah, no, think about this without spoiling it, but they could have fit Doomsday somehow without doing it. Again, there really seems to be no point for Lex to hate Superman right now.
I know.
Leads us to the the end of the movie, where again, if you watch the trailers, you see the shot of the DC Trinity all lined up: Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman. That shot, that fight in the end, I would say makes the entire movie worth it.
Yeah,
Just
that is true.
watching
When
the
they
final
finally
fight-
get to the end actually makes the movie
Yeah,
worth
the whole
it.
ending just makes seems that movie worth it. I mean, yes, it's like Kevin Smith said recently, the movie has no heart. Yes, that's kind of true. Yes, it's a spectacle, but isn't that what can we expect from a Superman movie? Is a spectacle now.
Yeah.
So again, it might have some sucky points, but it's still awesome. It's still this awesome spectacle that we want to see. And that final fight at the end just makes the whole thing worth it.
Yeah.
For me, I would give it five out of 10 stars or 5 out of 10 points, because
Me, I'd probably give it 4.5.
yeah,
Just because I really hated those boring parts, even though it was worth it to go and see the end. I think they took too long to go to the end. It was just exactly like what not Terminator, but Transformers did.
yeah.
Was long, boring. Dinosaur fight. It was too little. They just gave you very little. You wanted more of that, and they gave you very little of it, and then they just gave you all this filler.
Movie, the ending, the final fight makes it worth watching, and I would suggest you go watch it, even if you heard so many bad reviews about it. Even though we kind of ranted about it, I would still suggest you go watch this film. It's still pretty good.
And then you can see what we're talking about and tell us what you think.
So, tell us what
if
if
we're
you.
right or if we're wrong.
Yeah, so if you've seen it, tell us in the comments below what you thought about it. Tell us if we're right, if we're wrong about it. Again, if you want to say, hey, you're stupid, you're wrong, go ahead, tell us in the comments below. And we will see you next time.